So tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Ashley Claster. I'm a senior at the University of North Texas, and I'm majoring in converged broadcast media, and I'm also a Pi-Phi.
How did you become a part of NTTV?
I started my freshman year in fall of 2009, and I just volunteered and I auditioned for anchor, and freshmen usually don't get anchor. So I was a reporter and I had my own segment, and then I just worked my way up to being anchor and producer, and I don't know, I've always wanted to do this since third grade, so I made sure I was involved in the television station at school.
You did already answer when you decided this was a career path you wanted to take. What made you interested in this field?
Well, when I was in third grade, I worked for Radio Disney, and I did this thing called the Texas Rangers Kid Reporter. So I'd go before the games and interview a couple of the players. It would go on the Jumbotron during the 7th inning, and everyone would see it. And I just thought it was really cool with all the cameras. And so it was that at first, but then when I started studying it more, I got interested in the news and political side of it, and I really like telling a story. Especially features and stuff. So it started out as I just liked the camera and the lights and the fame, and then now it's more than that.
What would you say is the most important thing you have learned at UNT?
Networking, for sure. Everybody always says it's not about what you know, but who you know, and that's really true. Like, I've learned so much here at school and with my internships and everything, but I think what got me the farthest ahead, I'm pretty far ahead of people in my class because I've just worked so hard to meet people, and someone would introduce me to someone else who knew someone here, and I've just kept in contact with everyone for my internships, and networking is really how you're going to get all your jobs. One of the producers at school, at work, her dad's like the news director in Beaumont, so she's going to send my stuff to him, and it's like that. It is what you know, but you can always be taught things.
And where have you interned?
I interned at WFAA Channel 8 in Dallas last spring, and then over the summer I interned at NBC5, KXAS in Fort Worth, and then 2 weeks before my internship ended, they hired me on as a production assistant.
And what are your plans after graduation?
I don't know yet. Hopefully I'm going to get a reporting job somewhere, hopefully in Texas, but I'm kind of willing to go anywhere. But definitely reporting, maybe even some anchoring. Have you wanted to do this forever?
Yes. I grew up watching like all of these morning talk shows with my mom every day, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to be like them, and I was always like acting around, putting on puppet shows for my parents. So I always kind of liked being out there and talking to people and meeting people, and I love just the connections and storytelling most of all. I really love. I think that you can show someone's important story and show it to the world, and that can change their life in some way. So that's what I really like.
Good answer.
Thank you.
I think the number one thing I would tell you is to always, always believe in yourself. When I was a sophomore and I got picked to anchor, I was awful. And it was really awkward, and I had awkward crosstalk, and everyone told me how awful it was, but that motivated me to practice even more. And I always just believed in myself and had the same goal, and I'll never be afraid to go out and do something that no one else has done before. If this is the norm, if you go off to UT and this is the thing that everyone's doing, try and think of something else. Like, do that, but then go beyond that and think of something that nobody else has tried, or go and introduce yourself to the news director in Austin, even if you're a freshman. Like, there's always an opportunity to learn. Just always try and follow people around, and even if you can just contact a reporter and say, can I go out with you for the day? You don't have to have an internship. Most of them will say yes. Just put yourself out there so much and do as many packages as you can, and but the main thing is always believe in yourself, no matter how many times somebody tells you that this business is hard or not to get into it or you're not good enough. If you believe that you can do it, that's the only thing that matters. Thank you so much for interviewing me, and I hope you come back, and if you ever want to come follow me around at work, or once I get a reporting job, I'd love to have you come shadow me, and I will help you out anytime. Call me whenever.
Thank you so much, Ashley. It was really nice to meet you.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Ashley Claster.